Hi, I am Madhumita. So today I'm going to teach you how to create 3 to 4 sections on FlexiFunnels from scratch. We'll be covering the essential tools on FlexiFunnels and the overview of it and how you can harness it to create a very nice landing page. So let's get started. Most of you will have already downloaded a template given by Pankaj sir to you. Um, so you must know the basic idea, but I'm going to take you through it and then explain in detail. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen now. So this is the layout of the FlexiFunnels page, and this is the page to be precise. And here you can see all your old projects and projects that you've done so far. And I'm going to click on this project. But before we do that, you can see actions here. And in the actions option, you will be able to view all these settings, like you can share your projects, clone your project, edit your project name, edit and then delete archive your project. So this option will allow you to do that. And now I'm just gonna click on project settings. So when we go into a project, you will have the option to add so many pages. For example, now we're working on a sales page. That's why it's mentioned sales in here. So you can add as many pages as you want. In order to do that, you have to click on add new page. And then let's say I will put demo page. This is just for an example. And paths to it, I'll put sales for now. So if you click on create page, the page will be created. And when a page is created, you will be given an option to select templates from an assortment of templates given by FlexiFunnels. So whichever, if you want to go via the template route, you don't have to create sections from scratch. You can just edit your content into the template and it will be over. You don't have to do any extra work. I will be covering that as well in another tutorial. So for now, let's cover the basics of creating a landing page from scratch. So here there's an option available called blank template. So we'll be selecting that. And then again, in the project settings, we saw you can edit, clone, or archive your project. Here it's also the same. You can see there's a report section available. In this section, you can see how your page is performing and logs, page URL. So if you click on page URL, you'll be able to see your page in real time and how your viewers will see the page. So we'll come back to that. But then first, let's go into the editor. We'll click on edit page. So this is the basic layout of the editor that you will be presented with, and there's so many options available to you. There's publish, action, back to pages, and if you hover over this icon, you can see desktop written on it. And this is a desktop version we're working on. And if you click on mobile version, it'll go to the mobile version, and then you can see how your page looks like when a person uses it from their mobile. So first we'll be creating our sections on the desktop layout, and you can see there's a save option available. So it is very important when you make some changes, you save as it goes. When you keep doing changes, you have to hit save. So in all the changes that you make, it remain. It does not get lost. So there's a redo and undo button if you make any mistakes or if you're not satisfied with your sections, you can undo the change or redo the change. And here in the side, you see there's a plus button available. So if you click on it, you'll be able to see built-in blocks, and for every pages you'll have templates given by FlexiFunnels. Like I was talking about this before. Um, these are pre-built templates. You can just click on it and then it will appear on the screen. And you don't have to do any extra work. You just have to put in your content and your landing page or the section that you want to create will be ready. So since we're not going to be covering that now, we'll click on components. So here you can see, I'll tell you the basic structure of a landing page. Landing page is made up of sections. So a section will contain rows or columns, and in those rows or columns we'll be inserting elements. This is the basic landing page structure. If you do not understand it, um, let me demonstrate it so you will understand it better. So there's a section available. There's a header nav bar. Nav bar is nothing but this is called a nav bar. You can see there's a CTA button. There's a timer, and there's a small. Again, it can be a CTA, but then we've added workshop starts in so and so. So yeah, this is what nav bar looks like. So there's a header nav bar, there's a hello bar with timer, and there's a header bar. So in these three options, you can choose whatever you want. So I'm going to click on hello bar with timer and then drop it here. So we have this section first, the hello bar, and then now you can go. If you double click on it, you'll be able to edit, or you can just click on it and there's a settings option available, so you can see this option, right? If you just click on it, there will be this will pop up, and there's so many options available. You can edit your text, you can edit your background of the text, you can edit the spacing of the text, and fx has an borders, the if you want to have corners for your background, you can do that. I'll explain everything in detail. So let's go to the text settings first. And here you can observe this font family, this font weight, the size, the text alignment, capitalization, text definition, text style, color. All of this will be under text settings. So let's say I want to change my font to a different font. So currently the font is open sans. I'll be changing it to Ruby. You can change your text like that. And if you want to change the weight of your text, you click on this option and then you'll be presented with these: thin, light, normal, medium, bold, and ultra bold. I'm gonna go for a medium, and I want to change the font size. You can drag, or you can click and then change or decrease the font size, or you can type your preferred font size as well. This is how you edit the size of the font. I'm just gonna write 22 here, and that's what I want. And yeah, I now I'm going to edit the background. Uh, Since the background is in orange color, I do not like it quite much, so I'm going to click on the background. Be careful when you select options, and select the options accordingly. Like, don't click on wrong options. For example, you might click on this, and you might click on background and change to this color, but this will only change this section's background. So when you making changes to the background or background colors, just make sure that you're selecting the right section. So I'm going to click on this. You can see there's a, when you hover over it, you'll be able to see there's a faint black line. So that's when you know it is selected. So I'm going to click on it, and there's the background option. I'm going to make it into a. Okay, one more thing about background is this you when you go to the backgrounds settings, you'll have three options presented to you. This when you click on it, you can add any image that you want to make it as a background. When you click on images and when you click on browse, add any uh, image as a background. So since I have lots of gradients downloaded, I'm gonna click on one of these. So let's just go with this one, and then I'm gonna click on open, and then I'm gonna upload the file. Let's click it, and voila. So we have it. Uh, the background image has been implemented. So this is how you change the background. So if you want, you can change it into a solid color by selecting these options. Or if you want to make your own gradient, you can make it in this third option presented to you here. You can click on different yeah, that's how. Or this, so yeah, yeah. But I'm going to go with it. Yes. This is how you edit the background. So now I'm not happy with how this text is aligned. It is too over to the top. So what we're going to do is edit its spacing. So click on the CTA and then spacing, and then okay. So there are two options available to you when it comes to spacing, margin and padding. Margin is when you want to increase the space from the outside of something, of a particular text or a section. You can when you want to increase the space from outside. But if you want for and when it comes to padding, you increasing or decreasing the space from the inside. I'll show you. So in margin option, let me click on this. So what these represent is so you see a small line above, right? So this means you can increase the space from the above or decrease the space from the above. You can see this line over to the right, right? So you can increase the space from the right or decrease the space from the right. So wherever the white line is present, there's so according to that, you can increase or decrease the space. It's the same with the padding also. So what I meant by increasing the margin from outside is when you see notice how it is moving the space. You can see the space is we are increasing the space from outside. So when you want what padding is I'll click on the same option, but in padding, so padding is it increases the space from inside or decreases the space from inside. You can see the this got bigger, not the option, not the outer area, not this area, but the area inside. So that is the major difference between margin and padding. So I think this is good. That 10, and I'm going to do the same with the timer as well. Yes. they both look alike. And I don't now let's edit the timer settings. So if you click on the timer and then if you click on the timer settings, you'll be able to edit the label, you'll be able to edit the font and the timer, and all of it will be covered under timer settings. So we remember that we had changed the font from Open Sans to Reported. It is very important to maintain same font or similar font family when you're creating a landing page, when you're creating a website. So I'm going to change the font to Roboto. It's in orange color, the text color. So I'm going to change it to black. And then I'm going to edit the click here button as well. So button settings, and go to button settings, you can change the font as well. And then font size to, let's keep it 18. And then when you click on spacing, let's edit the margin. And yeah, fine. Uh, these look aligned, properly aligned. So if you want to edit the padding of the button, you can do that as well. Now this is this option, right? This is overall padding. When you click on this, uh, the size will be decreased or increased from all sides. I'll show you. See, it is increasing from all sides, right? So we will be going back. Uh, Now it looks a little bit bulky, so let's edit that. Let's keep with the stem. Stem. A little bit on the side. We have really more space. And the button looks all right. So you can change the color as well. So let's go. Background. Currently it is green. So as I mentioned, you can also add an image as a background. I'm going to select a gradient. I'm going to select this gradient. I'm going to upload it. So your nav bar is ready. So when you want to edit the timing of the, you see there's only zeros right now. So you can go and edit the timing. So when countdown timer, you can give the evergreen timer option, also daily countdown also. So I'm just gonna click on countdown timer and select the time zone. 5:30. Yes. And I'm going to some random timings where you can see end date. I put it as 5th. And now that is ready. You won't be able to see it right now, but when you click on the URL, you'll be able to see the timer will function. So our navbar is ready now. So we'll create another section. And this is okay. So this we still did not add any text here. So when you double click on it, you'll be able to edit the text. Let's say the workshop starts. Now click on the plus button and click on section and then drag and drop it here. So there's a section has been created. So we'll recreate this page. As you can see, there's a small uh, a line called 90 minutes free masterclass, and then there's a big headline, and there's a sub headline, and there's a list of things, and then there's another paragraph here. So we'll be doing exactly that, and you can also see there's a video and there's a button. So for this section, you have to have two columns. So you can include a video and the text side by side. You cannot put the video and the text uh, in one column. So it will appear very messy. That's why we are going to create two columns and show you exactly how to do that. So click on the plus button again. When you go to components, you have rows. In rows, you can see there's different options available. One column, two columns, three columns. You can choose how much ever you want and then drag and drop. I'm going to be creating two columns. And then we observe that there is a headline as well, headline, sub-headline, and there's a small text saying there's a 90 minutes free masterclass. Right? So for that, we'll also be creating one single row above, and then drag and drop. So you can see there's one row here, two columns here, right? So here, there's lots of options also. There, again, if you don't want to go the long way by clicking plus and then rows and then clicking on two columns, you can straight away click on this drag and drop it. And for the headline option as well, headline, there's a sub headline option, there's an image option, there's a video option. So you can click and drag and drop it instead of going to plus button and then going to sections or rows or elements or whichever option that you wanted. So this is to make it a little bit easier for you to edit. So I'm going to click on headline, drag and drop it here. I'm going to click on sub headline and then drag and drop it underneath the large headline, and then I'm going to do the same above. So you can see three different headlines have been created. So I'll take the content from here. We've already created a dummy content for the page that we're going to be creating. So you must have already learned previously from Pankaj sir how to generate content using ChatGPT and clever prompts. So this is the same content. This is done the same way. We've entered the prompt into ChatGPT and then we've created this dummy content. So let's just get started. So title, double click, and then copy paste. Subtitle, copy paste. You can write the challenge. Right. Okay. Now what we're going to be doing is clicking on it and changing the font and the spacing of it. So you can see there's quite a lot of spacing between these three headlines. So, and it's good to maintain a font size as well, uniform font size throughout. You can observe this one is small, and then this is big. This is a headline, so it will be big, and compared to this, it is rather very small. So we're following the same. Click on the settings option, and then I'm going to change to the bottom font size, and the font size is 32. Let's make it a little bit bigger. 46. No, 36. Okay, 32 looked fine, so let's go with that. And let's edit the space. Click on the spacing option. On padding, I'm going to give it a nice 15. I'm going to go to the sub headline, click on text settings, and then I'm going to reduce the font. Let's keep it to 18. Yes. And let's change to bottom. Let's see for the challenge fonts. Reduce the font size. Let's keep it 16. Okay, now this is done. Now we're going to be adding the video. So video was towards the left, and then there was a list. Remember, there's a list. So if you want to create a list, you have to go to plus and then components, and then under elements option, there's lots of options available to let's find the list item. In this option, there's an image, and then there's the text, and then in this it's just plain list. So we'll be selecting list group, and then we'll be adding the list, and then there was lots of text underneath the list as well. So we'll be going to elements again. We're going to select paragraph, and then drag and drop it underneath the list. So now this is done. It now it's starting to look good. The format is starting to look a lot like this page. So underneath, one more thing that is missing is underneath the video, there's a button missing. So we're going to click on elements, and then we're going to click on button. So drag and drop it into the video. Now the format is looking a lot like that page. One thing that we have to do is to edit the background. Settings, background, and change it to whatever color you want. And then this nice blue. This looks so much better. Let's go with that. And yeah, You can click and edit the content. Like settings. Since this is the alignment of the text is not nice, it is. I'm going to make it towards the left line. So now this looks much neater, and we're going to be changing the font family as well. We're changing the I forgot to edit the weight of the font. Here you can see it is very bold, so we're going to be making it bold as well. So, much better and much more readable. Change the color of this text as well. Do some more like blue. So there's a pop of color. Pink. Let's go with this color. And I'm gonna make it a medium. And I'm gonna change its capitalization to uppercase. And now we're going to click on when you want to add a YouTube video, I'll add a dummy video. I'll tell you how. Just go to YouTube. I'm just giving you an example. You can add pretty much any video that you want. Let's find a small video now. Let's do this. Copy the URL and then click on the video settings and go to advanced. Sorry, go to this advanced settings here. There's like so many options available to you. There's basic setting, and then when you go to the advanced settings, you have to just copy paste the video URL and then it will show. Yes, that's it. It's just free. CTA is ready. Let's edit the button as well. Basic button settings. The background. I'm going to add the gradient. Yes. Now it's done. So your first section is created. The nav bar has been created and the content has also been created. So here you can see there's a border to the video. We'll be adding the border as well. Click on and then go to effects. You can see you can edit the border with as much as you want. So click on this option and then I'm going to give it a nice 4. If you want to curve, if you want a curved edge, so you can edit that as well. Border raise, click on this option. I'm going to give it 15. 25 looks good. You can edit the border color here. I'm going to give it white color. Um, that's how you edit the border color, and the border radius. And you can also add block shadow as well. This and then of shadow, there's like different options available. So which way you want the shadow to be this. Like that, you can edit the box shadow. If you want the video to be a little bit bigger, you can go to the sizing option here. Click on sizing. See, you can see it is set to 70. I think that is default. You can edit to 80. 80 looks good. And you can see the button is a little bit closer to the video and it appears very crowded. You want to click on the button and then I want to edit its spacing. Go to spacing. And since we want this space to be from the outside, we're going to be choosing margin. Click on the top option and then good. Yes. Now this is almost ready. Let's go check the page URL now. Action. In the action section option, so you can go to the published URL. Click on this. Sorry. Publish it first. Published URL, and you'll be able to see your page. It's neat and clean, and the timer is also on. You can see this is how you create a basic section from scratch. I'll create one more section. So let's add drag and drop, and then let's do a complicated section. Let's do this and then let's do feature on and then what will you learn in this masterclass section. So let's get started. So in this section we'll be adding a headline, right? Drag and drop the headline and then go on components, click on rows. As you can see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 4 columns for that. So we are going to be picking this option and then drag and drop it underneath the headline. and there's four columns available. Now what you're going to do is click on the image here, drag and drop. Mhm. Now you can see that there's four images that have been created. You just have to click on this. Let's add this image. Double click. Yes. Now all the image has been added, but then it looks very bland. It does not have an outline or anything like this one has. So in order for us to do that, um, let's let's go to FX and make a border. Uh, Sorry about that. So we're going to click on border radius and then give it a nice 15. Uh, Verify looks rather good. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on box shadow. I don't want I don't want a proper color because it will look. I mean, it's up to you, up to your aesthetic preferences. For me, I'm gonna do a box shadow since it looks very natural. I'm gonna do the same for everything. Fine, and then box shadow, border radius 25, and then a box shadow, border radius to 25, and then there's the box shadow. Yes, now all your boxes are ready and they look really nice and then they're evenly spaced as well. So you don't have to edit the spacing. But you know, this looks like a little bit too big. So let's edit that. Let's click on it, click on the settings, and then we're going to edit the sizing. So it's set to 100%. Let's give it a nice 80. Now it looks much neater. So let's go ahead and edit the line feature on. And we're going to go to the text settings, click on the logo, and click on bold, and the font weight is 30, check, 32. So we're going to keep it 32. And we're going to edit the spacing. It's so crowded. The feature on and the boxes, it looks so close together, and it is so close to the other section as well. So we're going to edit the padding and give it a nice 50, right? And I'm going to click on the feature on, and then click on the padding, and then I'm going to maybe 25. Yeah, and change the font color to settings in blue. And now this looks so much neater. So this is how you create images and then create rows and columns according to the images that you want, number of images that you have and you want to create. And let's go ahead and then publish this. And one second, let me share the screen again. Yeah, so let's go click refresh and see if the section has been updated. Yes, it has been updated. You can see this section is showing up very nicely. And now let's go create another section, drag and drop section option here. And you can see in this page, there's like these boxes that you need to create. And, show you how exactly you can do that. As usual, drag and drop headline option and go to the element rows. And you can see there's 2 columns and 3 bar line. And it's something similar to this. There's a picture and then there's some text. So we're going to be choosing that, right? And then we're going to be duplicating it. How do you duplicate? You see this option available, right? There's 2 pages, like stuck to it. Looks like something, like 2 pages are stuck together. And if you hover on it, you can see it's coming as clone. So what you have to do is click on it and it will clone. Make sure when you're cloning it properly. Click on and then another. No. How much do we have? One, two, three, four, five. So we have, yeah, we have 5 options, 5 rows. So add element. We want to be adding image here, and then we adding image here as well. Click on elements and create paragraph. Will be doing the same. So what you can do is you can create this first column like this and then it clone. It will save you so much time. What I'm talking about is once you're done, like adding your image or adding once you've perfected this column, you can hit clone, so you don't have to again and again drag and drop it. So it will save you so much more time, and you just have to replace your column then the image. That's all. I'm going to take from the dummy content. So let's just do this. So when you want proper icons, infographics or illustration, one website which is very important is Flat Icons, where you can find so many icons and illustrations available. You can go to flaticon.com and then you can type in, say for example, what are we working with? establish a consistent and predictable pipeline of high quality leads. The key word here is high quality leads. So we're going to be typing that high quality leads. They don't have it. Maybe something similar online leads. Yeah, yeah. So this is attract high quality leads, right? So this is very similar. We're going to hit download and click on PNG and free download it. Once it's downloaded, click on image, browse, and then click on download. Now this is how you, if you can reduce the sizing as well. Here, give it 50, 50. The center align and give it left align. And we're going to use spacing. It's really above. I would like to keep the content in the middle. So we want to navigate the space outside the text box. So I'm gonna click on the margin option. Somewhere around 40, 45 should do. Yes. Now this is done. And you can see in this page there's like a border for it. We're going to be, let's add a background first. So you can see the pattern, right? So the first section is called the hero section. So in the hero section, there's a pale purple background, and here there's a white background. So it's good to alternate sections with colors, two colors. Here we've used purple, here it is white. So I'm going to do purple here again. It will look so much more neater, and then it will look uniform. That is will have the same color. And so when you click, you're going to add the borders now. So make sure that you don't select like only this option and then leave off this option. What you have to do is click on, yeah, this is the whole section. And then you're going to go to FX border. I'm going to give it a nice 4 and then change the color to white. This is how you add borders. Like I said, you can like easily clone this as well. Yeah. Click on this option and then you can keep cloning how much ever you want and then edit it. So I'll do that. We're gonna be deleting these sections. And to the padding to the side to the whole section is needed. So let's go to spacing and then add padding. 50. It's also good if you keep your padding similar to the other sections that you have created. So 50, right? So I'm going to click on the headline and then I'm going to add the padding from underneath. You also notice this space between two sections. So click on the margin and then click on this option. You're going to just going to be doing the same for all the other 25. Now this looks so much neat and consistent. All you have to do is upload, be uploaded. You just change, and then copy paste my content. You're done. That's it. So this is how you create sections from scratch. Let's just go and last minute touch-ups. Go. Yes, you're done. So publish, click on publish. I forgot to edit the headline. Uh, Featured on, let's say, outcomes section. Outcomes, I'm just going the bottom, bold, 32, and then change color. That's it. Let's click on publish again. When you refresh, you can see everything clear. You can see all the sections. Okay, now that's how you create sections from scratch on FlexiFunnels. I hope you understood everything that I went through this video, and I hope everything was clear to you. If you do have any questions, please do contact. Uh, we'll make it clear. Thank you.